What's up, Big Steve?
Shout out Mikey B. Big Brain MMA early tease for Olberg versus Reyes, UFC Perth. Let's get ahead. No UFC today, so might as well do an early tease. Look at some early odds, see if we can make some cashola. On a bit of a down streak, nothing crazy. I posted it on Twitter, mainly just forcing bets, starting with a square bet on Canelo. But yeah, won a little bit on KSW today, and hopefully this next bet, Collazo versus Vason, a main event in boxing. Hopefully that goes under 8.5 rounds, and then we can say the reset is on. But nothing crazy. The Big Brain Boxing tuning in. I am him, yep. Dogfather, making it about himself like usual. All right. Let's get into this, shall we? I haven't done almost no tape, but, this is the early tease. So, Brando Pericic versus Elisha Ellison. That looks like a female name. Let me have a look. Obviously, these guys were meant to be on Contender Series. They got moved to this high-level card. It's set at 1.5 rounds. Obviously, I reckon these guys are going to have a lot of knockouts. Yeah, round one, round two loss. Yeah, and this Brando dude, this guy's like a Croatian, Australian Balkan bear. Yeah, just all bums on both their records. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Let me just have a look. I think Brando is now minus 200 favorite. Let me have a squeeze and then we'll move on. Because I don't know anything about these guys, so there's no point wasting time. Yeah. And the under 1.5 rounds is minus 200 too. So maybe, but who knows? We'll do a tape first. Sparring with reality. Dogfather is him. Yep. Going bot, sub gentleman. Fiending for UFC. Yep. That's always the case, Pepe. Sick hit on KSW, mate. Yaramenko. Whenever there's no UFC, it's like, let's do some regionals. Let's focus on the regionals that we don't usually have time on. And then as soon as it gets past the regional week, it's like, I bring back UFC, man. The tape is so much easier. Reads are easier. So, Dixon Cider, Steve, did you miss me? Do you want me to be honest, or do you want me to be honest? Nick Rodriguez, sup, Big Stefano. What's up, Nick Rodriguez? Alrighty. Luana Carolina, Michelle Montague, second fight. I taped this one actually. Michelle Montague, she is elite at getting the rear naked choke. I bet a couple of her under 2.5 rounds at plus money recently, and now, her under 2.5 rounds is plus money again. Right? I feel like obviously it correlates with her submission. Who knows what this submission line is going to be when it finally opens up. She's trending below minus 200. But that last fight I played the under 2.5 rounds versus Abby Montez. She was hurt to the head and she was hurt to her body with a body kick. So Luana Carolina, she's going to be hands down the toughest fighter she's ever fought on her record. That's a no-brainer. So I don't know, minus 200, it's a bit disgusting. I would not advocate for Michelle Montague minus 200. She's 31. She struck with Montez in that fight 2 years ago, and her striking just still looked awful. So yeah, it's a dog or pass. Stirling, Lucy Perlova. Maybe Luana can land something on her, but no, I just feel like it's correlated with Montague's submission. But beautiful fight. Let's move on. Jamie Mullarkey versus Rolando Bedoya. So I thought Mullarkey was cut, honestly, but I guess it makes sense that he wasn't because he won just 3 fights ago against John McDessie. I thought that was a robbery. Got knocked out by Huffy and Nazrat. I think just because back-to-back brutal KO losses gave me the feeling that he might be getting his walking papers. They're finally giving him someone that's harmless. Ronaldo Bedoya, who's on a 3-fight losing streak. I think this could be a loser leaves town. And I know some lads, some sharp lads playing Bedoya. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's possible. Bedoya is like one of the worst guys to do it. So, I don't know. Pick him. I don't know if I'll be rushing to take this one. I might just because of the sharp friends that are on it, but we'll see. 6 rounds. Michelle is chalk, but the under is plus money. Yeah, that's the thing that doesn't make sense. Female Anderson Silva. So she's actually taller than Luana. I mean, I don't know, maybe. Montague decision might be decent with the step up. Honestly, if this is going for 15 minutes, I think Luana has a lot of upside. Luana has really good standing takedown defense against the cage. And she also has a nice whizzer. So if you take her down, she might use it to stand back up. Alrighty. Colby Thicknesse versus Josiah Musasa. Musasa still a favorite, despite getting brutally finished by a karate guy. Karate jiu-jitsu guy, Vera. I guess Colby Thicknesse is not the best. You know, he breaks these guys down on the Australian regional scene. He's a training partner of Volk. Got handled by Alexandra Depuria, but didn't look awful. It's just a big physicality difference. I guess he's going to be at a physicality difference versus this African guy. The KO Wizard, they call him. Musasa, the KO Wizard. I think I contemplated some unders because Kobe was dropped a bit, and then nothing happened against Topuria. I think that's why Musasa here is minus money. And do we have an under here? Let me have a look. Wait a minute, Musasa. Oh, okay. Let me have a look what the under is here. There's under 1.5 and under 2.5 rounds. So they're both plus money. I have a feeling that's probably changed to 1.5. Plus 190. That could get some of my action, but we need to refresh on Thicknesse. Hello, Lucky Tim. Pepe Silva, Bedoya KO, mate. I don't know about that, man. Are we sure? Are we sure? I understand Jamie Mullarkey's chinny, but yeah, couldn't even hurt Canon Song or Jay Herbert. Yeah, don't know. Dix Insider. I'm never betting Rolando Bedoya. Well, that's fair enough, mate. Pepe Bedoya is a rich man's Jose Medina. Don't do it. He's already done it, mate. You can't tell Pepe what to do. Alrighty. Andre Petroski, Cam Rowston. A bit of money's coming in on Cam Rowston. I don't understand it. Like, I get that. Okay, it's come back. There's a bit of buyback now. So I get it. You know, Cam Rowston just got like his first knockout ever over a warm body. And I guess people now think he might knock out Petroski, who's kind of chinny. But this will be the worst loss of Andre Petroski's win. Andre Petroski is a winning UFC fighter. He is, what is he? Let's just go through, just for reference. I've tried to fade this man. And unless you're actually semi-decent, Petroski will beat you. So, you know, 1, 2... These first 3 fights are just complete write-offs. Gilmore, Yazonghu, Maximov, like, you can argue Maximov was UFC level, but the first 2 just horrendous. So he starts off 4-0, 5-0. He beats GM3, and then 5-2, 6, 7-2, 8-2, 8-3. Petroski is 8-3 in the UFC, man. And Cam Rowston, I don't think this man is UFC level. He's 30 years of age. He beat Brandon Holmes, the most chinniest guy ever. He was just on a Contender Series. Very, very chinny man. And he's just like, he wants to go for wrestling. He wants to go for grappling. He generally has zero power, and he's just a tall, lanky guy with not much physicality. So, yeah, to me, this is Andre Petroski. Very, very hard to click Petroski at minus money, but I'm just going to do some tape and hopefully force myself, you know, if it's a good bet. The over 2.5 rounds is $1.70. That could be good too. Has anyone ever submitted? No one's ever submitted all, mate. Rowston, he is a grappler by trade, so I think you might as well just go with the over. I've been playing Petroski unders for so long, and the guy just can't finish anyone. You know, he can't. Yeah, it's just no one. Budka, friend, GM3, for goodness sakes. Yeah, the guy can't finish anyone. So, Chad, tell Steve to let me and the fellas in. My dad is just wilding out in here. I got a beer and vodka. All right, I'll unplanned. But I'll let him in. Give me 1 sec. I'll let a guest in. Alrighty. While he's taking his time, let's get back to the show, shall we? Jonathan Micallef versus Oban Elliott. This one is quite competitive now, right? Micallef, big underdog, grabs a great bet versus that bum Josias, and now Oban Elliott from a giant favorite to having quite a narrow line versus, an unproven new UFC guy. I think these guys are relatively evenly matched, right? What's the thing now? Oban Elliott, slight favorite. Micallef, it's pretty much pick 'em, like 10 cents difference. And Micallef, very physical, tall, massive reach, very young. I think 26. Yeah, 26, pretty young for the UFC. Got a good ground game, but so does Oban Elliott. Oban Elliott is an exister. I think this screams like an over to me. An over where neither guy will sniff a finish. I don't know. It's a tough fight. It's a tough fight, especially pre-tape. Like Jonathan Micallef as a massive underdog versus someone as hittable as Josias was easy. But the way Oban Elliott fights, he can shut down Micallef's game because Micallef is very green still. And he gets by on a lot of athleticism. Lucky team. I think over Petroski money. I agree. That's what I said. Petroski most likely just wrestles to a decision here. And if he gets knocked out, then you would have lost your money even if you played Petroski anyway. So same thing. 6 hound over is minus 235. What are you talking about? 6 hound? You're talking about you're talking about the Elliott one. Elliott's career is over after taking L. Micallef by home cooking robbery. Yeah, not interested in the fight. Let's move on. Loma Lookboonmee, Alexia Thainara. Yeah, this is interesting one. Pepe, bring Lucky Team on for Dana White Contender Series. Lucky Team, hype up. Do you want to be on the show? Let me know. All right, look who it is. Look who it is. What a head. Wow, it's been so long. Last time I seen you, you had no facial hair. Must have been 17 years.
I've been growing it since then. That's all I got.
That's what I mean. It took about a few years. How you been?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
I'm right, man. Just chilling. Just hoping and praying this boxing bet hits so I can claim comeback. But it is what it is. Just breaking down the show.
Yeah, I tuned in as you were doing the Rowston breakdown. So I missed the first one when I saw that.
You want to do like a quick fire picks for the first 1, 2, 3, 4 fights?
Sure. I haven't taped everything because of the week off, but for the ones I have a thought on, I heard what you're saying about Oban Elliott. I do agree that overs are probably good. What depends on the pricing, but I think Elliott is the money line side. I think Rowston is the money line side, but I'm staying far away from that fight because I can't really read Petroski fights. Did you talk about the Pericic?
Yeah, I started from the bottom. So Pericic, just from the bottom up.
Because Tapology has it different for me.
Oh, okay. It's Brando. The Dana White Contender Series Slobfest is first. I haven't done lick up tape on either of the guys, so I don't know anything. But
I think Pericic knocks him out. I think he knocks him out. I like him. I agree with Scrap on that. You'll see this guy's huge. Elisha has been hurt multiple times. He's probably done.
Okay. All right. Sounds like an easy Dana White Contender Series. What about Carolina Montague?
I didn't tape it, but that's not really my kind of fight to bet. But Bedoya Mullarkey, I bet.
You're on Bedoya, like the Mush?
Yeah. So not huge, but yeah, I like Bedoya. I think even like at his best, Mullarkey is what here. Bedoya has really good volume. Mullarkey is a risk to get hurt off anything at any point. I don't think he's dominating minutes just based on the volume. Bedoya coming up, and he's just got way more downside. So at Pick'em, I think Bedoya is the clear side. I think you got to make him like minus 150.
Do you have any concern that Bedoya is just one of the worst MMA fighters in the UFC right now?
He's not great, But like, what is Mullarkey? Like, if you look at his career, I mean, fuck, man.
He's just
He lost to.
he's a true blue collar Aussie fighter, mate.
Yeah, he's gonna try hard, but like he's gonna have a shit ton of volume coming at him in this matchup, and he's clearly fucking done. Like, uh, he's got dusted. Look, Nazrat and Ruffy, they can hit, but like Nazrat, not really, and dusted him instantly. Ruffy, fine, you can't hold that against him, but he's got no chin, he's got no margins. I don't see how he's not at least an underdog here.
Fair enough. All right, let's move on.
People like the beard.
Kobe Thicknesse, Musasa.
You want to start?
I've already done. I've done all these. I was just asking.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know you did the Musasa one.
Yeah. You can't see the. Can you see the screen?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can. But I had my tab open, so I was looking at it. Mine is a different order. I don't know why.
No, I'll bring you back on, and you're just fluffing. You're just fluffing, falling apart.
No, it's fine. Musasa fight. I didn't bet. If anything, I would bet Musasa. I bet Thicknesse against Taporia, and I wasn't very impressed. He's kind of just like some would say a mid lord. I don't know who would say that, but some. Yeah, I think Musasa probably wins. I don't think I have any interest in it.
All right. Let's get to the good stuff. So we got Lisboa versus Loma Lookboonmee, right? It's a lot of money coming in on not Lisboa. What the fuck?
Thainara.
Isn't Lisboa's first name Thainara Lisboa? Yeah, it is. Fuck. That's a bit confusing, isn't it? Alexia Thainara.
Yeah. It's not Thainara.
Lisboa? I swear it is.
Oh, yes, it's spelled differently. Yes. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it is Thainara. So,
yeah.
I'm a hardcore, mate. I mix my names all over the place. Yeah, I mean, this chick's good. I mean, she ran through Molly McCann on short notice in London. She was just, when Brazilians are like walking out and dancing like Pereira, they're either like frauds or they're either the real deal. Like, so she's like so relaxed in enemy territory, has athleticism, has good power, and obviously has jiu-jitsu background. I think the jiu-jitsu background is why people are laying the chalk on her over Loma. Like Loma, let me just have a little refresher because I didn't take this one. Loma, beat Estela Nunes. That was very close. Very, very close fight.
She was minus like 1,000 and won that off the fucking heel hook attempt or whatever the fuck she went for. Knee bar, something like that.
She lost round 1 clear, right, from memory? And then I remember round 2 being very competitive too. I remember some people had huge plays on Nunes and there was just like, that's bullshit that it's a unanimous. I mean, it makes sense. She's a slim margin kind of girl, best wins, Elise Reed, Denise Gomez. She's good. She's well put together, but she's just small and 29 years of age. I don't know. What do you think about it?
Thainara or pass, but it's really not my style to bet like big favorite WMA fights. I just they tend to really struggle to cover margins. So yeah, I'd just rather not get involved.
Are you telling me you weren't on the minus 200 Natalia Silva Max Whale bet versus the Mexican?
I was on Natalia. So she might be my exception though.
It can be a style, mate. That's good.
I said I don't tend to, but I did bet Natalia Silva pretty big against Grasso, but I also bet decision, like her to win by decision. So I don't know, like when the margins are that thin, you cut off like a big chunk of the minus and get like, I forget the price, but I think it was slight plus. So.
All right. Well, good stuff, chat. He's not a square. We can move on. All righty. Navajo Stirling versus Rodolfo Bellato. Look, I would love to fade Stirling, man. He's so bad. He keeps getting away with it. They gave him Tuco Tokos, made a meal of it. They gave him Ivan Erslan, made a meal of it. And now they're giving him Rodolfo Bellato. Like, they're just picking out these guys that he might be able to beat as he's slowly improving. What's the line now? It's just hard because, again, they've given him a chinny guy with no defense. just like Erslan, and Erslan was winning that fight. So I reckon Bellato will probably do well, and then his chin might come and haunt him, and then it'll be another 29-28 fucking Navajo masterclass. But Bellato will grapple, but he has awful wrestling. Just the shittest wrestling. But if he strikes, I think he could keep it competitive. I do think he's more tough and durable than someone like Erslan. And he does have more than just boxing, because Ivan is very boxing-centric. And whereas Bellato will throw calf kicks, knees, teeps. So, yeah, it's a dog or pass, man. Like Stirling, $1.40. There's not many people in the division I would lay chalk on with Stirling. What's the under here? You can take it away if you want.
Yeah. For me, it would be Bellato. I saw Stirling live in Montreal fight Urslan, and I was decent on Urslan. Great fight. He was doing well, and then he got hurt. I think you could probably play under here and feel pretty good about it. Bellato is going to aggressively come forward. He could hurt him standing. He could finish him on the ground, and he could also get killed coming in. And I just see no way that he's playing it safe. I think he's the money line side. Navajo is not good. He will be faded, boys. If you want to martingale this guy, it's coming. Maybe this time, it might be next fight. He's not going to keep winning. This guy is not good. So, yeah, I might get there. Bellato at plus 2x is it's tempting, man, for real.
Yeah. What was I going to say? It's good timing for old mate Stirling that they're doing Dana White Contender Series. I'm sure they will sign a couple of light heavyweight bums that he could potentially beat. Potentially, but I'm not going to say anything. Pepe thinks Stella Nunes won on rewatch. It was a very close fight. 6 round. Spend the night with Lookboonmee or Thainara. I think that's an easy...
Loma.
Wow. Didn't expect that answer from Chad, but I guess he does have a little bit of racism inside of him.
A little bit.
I mean, Loma just looks like a dude. Like,
Loma looks like a dude? Are you?
Like a little Chinese boy, like a little Thai boy. Like, there's no I get Thainara as like.
Right, dude, you've been to Thailand?
I have. I've been to Bali too, but yeah, the lines are blurred. All right. I don't know. Like, Thainara might not be my type, but she's definitely a woman. Hard to get Bellato pre. Yeah, I will say Bellato builds. He builds in 2-3. Hopefully, he has a Jimmy Crute kind of round one, and then comes back.
That'll be plus 600.
Yeah, that will be an easier click. I think this boxing bet is heating up a little bit. Hopefully, it hits 3 rounds. Head him to the body. I need this comeback. I need comeback live on air. Alrighty, you want to do the next one, Chadwick?
Yeah, sure.
Louie Sutherland versus Tafa.
Sutherland Tafa.
Yeah. Hovering around Pick'em now.
Man, I went into this I hate the Tafa brothers. I want to fade them at every possible given opportunity. I just don't think Louie is good. I don't think he's like a good wrestler. I don't really. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna own Tafa on the ground. So I just don't see it. Not that I want to put hard-earned American dollars on Tafa, but I think he likely KOs him. I don't mind the angle of like a Sutherland decision, because if he is, incorporating grappling or stalling on the fence, a decision might not be bad. But yeah, he's just not good. I think Tafa, more likely to hurt him and KO him. Yeah, Sutherland's kind of ass, man. So, but I'm bad at heavyweight. It's my worst division. So,
yeah, I kind of agree with what Pepe's saying. Louie being more of a dog. Like, I don't.
You're on mute, Steve.
What? Am I?
Oh no, shit! I'm on mute. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't think you need to be a grappler to beat Tafa per se. Like, this is the guy that was outstruck by Jared Vanderoff for 15 minutes, and he was getting hurt multiple times.
It's my guy.
Yeah, well, that's there's no personal bias on this show, right? So, and that was the reason behind playing the chalk on All Mate Teixeira. I just ran through him, so I think Louie can just mix it up, but I need to assess how hittable he is, right? Because he seems like a bit of a wild man that's just going to come in there. Never been knocked out, right? Fought Babley, that's probably his best thing. Tell Trebelsi, yeah, I mean, you gotta fight Tafas all the time, man. Unless it's Parker Porter or someone. Let me have a look. He's a dog still. I don't know, man. That's sticking out to me on the early tees. Big Bird, Steve, after checking Thainara Instagram for refresh, I think you should reconsider that statement. Well, hey, as I said, no tape. No tape. No tape, so I don't regret it. I know Loma quite well. I don't regret it.
All right, I'd like to address Tim. Tim, I bet I don't know if I should say that publicly, but I do bet in American dollars sometimes. So yeah.
We know why. I do the same, so makes sense.
So yeah.
All right. Let's move on, shall we? All right, what's the next fight? Tom Nolan versus Charlie Campbell. Interesting. Main event, main card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, it's a six fight main card. This is a barn burner. Charlie Campbell kind of made a meal out of Trevor Peek's fight. I thought he was going to handle him a bit better, but Trevor Peek is not a bad guy, man. You can't if you don't run through him, you have a bit of a challenge. I think Nolan is a favorite because he kind of handled Slava Borshev in all aspects of MMA. I think Slava's beyond washed. And now Tom Nolan is a favorite, and I think Charlie Campbell could kill him. I honestly think he could kill him. And yeah, man, what do you think?
Yeah. So, how people are rating Nolan? He was minus $1 million against Reyes. Squeaked that decision there, like whatever. Borshev's washed as fuck. He beat him, and then Slava was happy to get insta choked out by McKinney and was like, "Whoo, let's dance." I'm happy to be here. I mean, the guy's fucking career is done. Charlie Campbell is legitimately good. He's been good. I feel like he's still getting underrated because he got wild and sloppy on contenders and almost killed Duncan and then died. Like I feel like since then he's still getting underrated. He was a minor favorite to Trevor Peek when he's better than him at every facet of the game. I think Charlie Campbell's the clear side to me at plus. Honestly, I think this goes long, so I want to look at some different angles when props are out. But yeah, for me, if I had to play money line, it's Charlie Campbell, and I might get there shortly. I got to do a little more due diligence.
You don't want to be more passionate? Remember when Big Bird got really passionate a couple of days ago on the Discord? I wish I was as passionate as Pierce, but I just don't have it in me. When you get older, you lose all passion,
I've been hurt. I've been hurt before.
Yeah, I've been through it. Been through the grinder. Nolan Campbell feels like a fight that has every chance to finish but goes over. Yeah, I mean,
I agree.
We've seen that 2-3 times in Nolan's fights now. How the hell do you not finish Slava Borshev? Freaking McKinney gets him out of there in 30 seconds. It's pathetic. But he did have a deep das on him. He did have a deep das, the same submission that McKinney went for, and he got out of it. I was like, oh wow, this is that was actually close.
Well, Nolan has no submissions. It's not really his thing.
It's not bad. As I said, he went for it.
He goes for it. Yeah, he has the fucking arms, but like McKinney is actually going to finish a lot of guys. If he gets them there right away, he's going to finish a lot of them like that. Yeah,
I mean, bloody Chase Hooper dropped the guy, man. Anyway, under 2.5 rounds, it's slight chalk, but that's not bad, man. Like they've moved it. This is probably the line that should be 1.5 rounds, honestly. So that's sticking out to me. All right, we'll circle back to that. Jake Matthews versus Neil Magny, man. Two guys I hate with a passion. They put him in a fight, and will this be the only time I bet Neil Magny? It could be. It could be because the line is just out of whack. But he's going to be slow. He's going to get calf kicked. Jake Matthews is kind of looking like an okay fighter for once. Phil Rowe, Prado, whatever, Chitty. He's actually getting wins that are not going to be cut by the UFC one fight later, which is a new thing in his career. Yeah, I don't know, but Neil Magny came back and beat a washed Zaleski, so I don't know. It's a doggle pass, no brainer. This should go over. The over, I assume, is 2.5 rounds and absolutely chalked, right? Yeah. Oh no, it's not actually chalked. $1.70. Well, $1.70 for the over 2.5 rounds. Do they really expect Jake Matthews to run through him? Well, I guess they do. I expected minus 200 there.
Well, hold on. So 1.70 for
1.74 for the over 2.5 rounds.
Okay, so that's like minus 1.
That's like 60%.
30 minus 130.
Okay. Odds converter, but that's wow. I expected minus 200. I might have to jump on that. What's your breakdown?
I struggle with Matthews. I don't really get
minus 135. They're giving the over 57%.
Right. Look, I think it probably flies over. The thing is, Matthews is not like a dedicated leg kicker, right? He does sometimes, but it's not really his thing. I wouldn't be surprised if he rocks up here just like kind of pure boxing, and Magny goes forward with his hands in the air and tries to get into the clinch, and Matthews circles, and he just, boxes him up to a 29-28 lackluster milquetoast decision. I struggle with Matthews, though. I don't know how good he is. It's tough, just based on, like you said, his match. I was impressed owning Chitty, right? He's not doing that to Magny. I would be really shocked. So I think it's probably more likely it looks like the Prado fight. So yeah, it's probably Matthews' decision.
Don't you think Magny is a bit more weak and less physical than Chitty? I think that's a fact. Chitty was at least
big for sure.
Yeah.
But he I feel like that was kind of like a high roll insta sub type thing, and that's not really what Matthews does. But that could happen. He could fucking trip him, end up in that good perfect position, and like arm triangle him or rear naked choke. How often does that happen? I don't think it happens to Chitty even that often.
Yeah, well, Chitty has actually not been subbed many times. Like, it's usually ground and pound from him quitting on the bottom. I actually never watched that fight. I was at my comp, and then I remember liking Matthews, and then I was like, let me see how that went, and I just saw round one sub, and I was like, oh, that's a very annoying result.
Yeah,
that I passed on that, and then my first bet ended up being Tafa versus Tokos, and it was just extra tilt.
That was a bad night for me. I had Tafa, and I got cheeky with it. I had like Tafa and most significant strikes for like a good price, and that shit hurt. Tukos is ass, but Tafa's worse.
It was a good day because I was the Teixeira Lewis under and the Petrino under, but it just broke me even. Alrighty, Jimmy Crute versus Ivan Erslan. We spoke about these guys. They both fought well. He just fought Bellato, Jimmy Crute, and Erslan just fought Navajo Stirling. So, entertaining tape. And honestly, this is a dogger pass for me. As I said, Erslan's not that bad. He's a good boxer. He's got big power, but he's just a bit chinny and a bit one-dimensional. He can crack Crute. Honestly, Crute looked a bit shite versus, what's his name? The karate guy. I forgot his name. But Petrino. Prachnia, but they gave him an easy fight to win, man, and he's just still made a bit of a meal of it. I think he is who he is. Like, he shouldn't be near the ranking Crute. So, yeah, it's a dogger pass. At the under, it's barely plus money. I guess we could have some grappling. Erslan is chinny, so maybe old mate could crack him as well. But yeah, it's a dogger pass for me for sure. I do not trust Jimmy Crute. They've given him another guy that he can beat, but it's not an easy fight, man. Ivan, split to Kurulabas very close fight to Navajo Stirling, and he's killed a lot of guys quickly. What do you think?
Yeah, so you can count on Ursula at least to try hard, you know? Like you were just talking about previous fights. Uh yeah, he was right there in the Sterling fight. Um he fucking tried really hard against Kutalaba despite being outmatched there. The thing is with Jimmy is he stinks. Bellato had him. Bellato had him dead too. After it just it has to be an under. Like it's crazy that like 2 out of the last 4 crude fights have gone to the decision, and he got both were draws. He almost died instantly in the Mennefield one. Uh, Bellato's fucking also crazy that went. And then he armbarred Pragmio. Urslan's got good boxing. Uh, I don't think that Crute has the same physicality, um, as Kutalaba to get in there and also the threat standing to get inside and take him down. He could, but I don't know, man. Moneyline side, Crute is never it at Juice. The guy is not a good fighter. Like he's just not good. I would bet Urslan. I might bet Urslan. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we have back-to-back really untrustworthy light heavyweight dogs, Bellato and Crute, but it's like half a unit on each. One of them's hitting, man. I swear.
Wait, you mean Urslan?
Yeah, Erslan or Bellato, they're both.
Yeah, you said Crute. I
They're
was like,
both
well, hold on.
scary
Crute's not
underdogs, light heavyweight underdogs on the card, and they have value, man. I'm confident without any tape that they have value. I know for a fact, but
the thing is, like Crute having success early. Honestly, if Urslan survives, it probably is worse for Crute. This guy will blow his tank. Uh, you know, going for something around 1 and then just be toast after. You know.
But the thing is, Erslan doesn't have amazing cardio either. He's always been a round 1 merchant in KSW. So
Yeah,
but hey, he's gone to 2 decisions against Kutalaba and Navajo.
and Crute has been a corpse in decisions. You know.
We just cashed the boxing bet.
Whoa, he KO'd him. Let's fucking go. What happened? What round?
7th round. It was very sweaty. It was just a standing KO.
I gotta see this.
He was very patient for a long time.
Oh, all right. I gotta watch this in the background.
Oh, it was actually a towel. The corner saved him. He was incredibly tough.
Fucking good job, corner. You know what? Protect your fighter at all times.
Dogfather's like, I was about to throw my phone out of the. It was very. I was watching while you were talking, and I'm like, man, I can't even relax during this pot until this I can cash it. All right,
let's go.
All right, let's turn it on now. Let's turn it on. What do we got next? Wow, Jack Jenkins versus Ramon Tavares. Man, this should be an easy fade of Jack Jenkins, right? His line is insane. Like he's already lost to Chepe Mariscal and whatever Gabriel Santos, but the issue is he's fighting a boxer, so the calf kick should be there, right? That's the annoying thing. And he's probably going to be. He's a southpaw, right? Southpaw striker. Inside calf kick. That's what Jack Jenkins is. He's basically a calf kick merchant. He's like another Gutierrez. He breaks these legs. It's a good meta for him. But man, Ramon Tavares can crack. Really slick boxer. Lucky to beat Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney.
Sorry, she's everywhere. She's everywhere. She can't get it out of my head. And yeah, I mean, David Grant put a 30-27 masterclass on him, but that's David Grant. So yeah, it's another dog or pass, man. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not advocating for Jenkins juice. I like Tavares. I bet on him, against City.
Pepe can tell. There's
yeah,
many reasons.
There's
many reasons I was tense. First one was outside the door when I was about to go live, and I'm like, do I cancel the show? And then I got like people in the Discord blowing up, give me the link. And I'm like, oh, so it's like, you're throwing me off. Everyone's throwing me off. And then the boxing bet at the same time. But we're chill now. We're chill.
So yeah, Pierce mentioned it. Ramon moving up, right? Um, yeah, I don't know, man. I think Jenkins just kicks his fucking leg to bits. Uh, I'm not a Jenkins guy. But honestly, I bet Santos. I was laying chalk, and I was like, Jack Jenkins is whatever, man. This guy stinks. He did a lot better there than I expected. Uh, I don't know, man. What's going to happen? Tavares is going to have to KO him early, or he's going to be hobbled. And I don't like Tavares's cardio. Uh, he fades heavily into fights. Uh, yeah, I don't see why Jenkins doesn't just blast his legs and either finish him late or win a pretty clear decision. So no real interest for me.
Yeah. Big Sound, putting words in my mouth. He thinks Thainara is sexy too. Big Steve is a sick fuck. Look,
That's what I heard.
I know my preference. You put a 5'4" chubby Thai chick with A cups and a boy
A
haircut,
dick.
a little short boy haircut, or like a black chick that just kind of she's a little bit manly, but has curves and stuff. Look, I know what I'm taking. Hey Steve, is Jenkins from the Perth area? No, he's from Melbourne actually. He's from Absolute MMA down here. That's like 20 minutes from me, but not
He's
the
from
one that I've
Melbourne.
trained. Not the one that I've
Melbourne.
trained from. There's two. He's not from Lockie Giles' gym. Junior Tafa, but Ebo, original co-main. Shame we lost
Is that
Tafa.
real?
Say that again.
Is that real? It was Tafa, Ebo, Aslan?
Yeah, but that's fine. There's nothing better. That makes sense for that to be the co-main.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe Jimmy Crew. Yeah. Oh, actually, Magnus has been a main event many times. I guess him versus Jake Matthews would have been a good co-main. But they love the light heavyweights. So, all right, let's get to this main event and get out of here, so I can
Yep.
celebrate my peanuts that I won today. Carlos Ulberg versus Dominic Reyes. Yeah, some people are saying good value on Ulberg, and the money has come in on him. It's plummeted to $1.38. I don't know. To me, that seems irresponsible. It's a light heavyweight striking fight. I don't think there's anything bad about Reyes. People playing the copula of chalk against him, and now they're laying chalk against him again. I mean, the guy's good. I don't know why everyone's insisting on fading him. He's got good power. He was just going through a bit of a losing streak. This under 2.5 rounds, it's quite generous, but the only issue is Dominic Reyes is quite negative. So for me, it's a dog or pass pre-tape. It's and maybe the under 2.5 rounds. But these 2.5 striking light heavyweight fights have been going over a lot. With Jiri, with Hill, with Khalil, and bloody Pereira goes all the way to round 5 almost. So that's where I'm at. Under and the dog. What do you think?
Yeah, and also like Ulberg is a cautious guy. Um, Honestly, since dying to Kennedy and Nzechukwu, he's been extremely cautious in his career. Like, he's killed the guys that he should kill. Other than right after that, the Fabio Sharon fight, whatever. He died and then he fought like a pussy. He's killed the bums, and then the last couple fights when he had to step up, I thought Jan Blachowicz won. To be honest, it was close, but I leaned Jan. Vulcan fight, he won, but you know he's fighting just like conservatively, risk adverse. So I look at this and I think that this is going to very likely be a staring contest. Reyes isn't going to get aggressive. Um, I think there's going to be large swaths of time of these two standing at range, exchanging aggressive looks at each other, but not much else. Um, yeah, I thought Reyes was done. He's fine, but Ulberg is not like him. So yeah, I don't know. I honestly would consider an over depending on the price, but uh, I'm not laying Olberg chalk, man. People laid it against Blachowicz, and I thought that was horrible. You know, he didn't cover, and he might have lost. So, yeah, none of that for me.
Yeah, that's the. I mean, in round one, he cracked him he kind of wobbled him with a big left hand, but then it became very withdrawn. But Blachowicz, man, he's a guy that like goes to split decisions with Pereira on the feet.
Everyone.
He's a big neutralizer. He checks the kicks, he shells up, he's very durable. So Pepe Silva, have you sparred with Jenkins? No, as I said, my friend, he's at a different absolute. There's one in Collingwood and one in the city. They're about 30 minutes apart. The Collingwood one is actually where all the MMA guys come from. So that's who's the guy in Bellator or PFL now? The Italian dude that lost to Shields. He's got tattoos. He's a grappler.
Lost the shield to Sarek.
Sarah Shields, yeah, he got out grappled for 3 rounds. And Luciano, Joseph
Luciano, Joseph.
Yeah, he's from there too. Whereas my gym is more like jiu-jitsu. Yeah, I get it. Look, I get it's going to be a staring match, but it's just like, what else are we going to play? Am I going to play the over in a Reyes Oldberg fight as well? It's like, that's the thing. Cool. I mean, I'll go through it quickly, and then we'll get out of here. This is what's sticking out to me on the first look. Pericic, I think my gut is screaming play this under 1.5. It's minus 200. You said that could be the play as well. Montague, I take this one a little bit. Montague sub, but I honestly think Luana has some value, man, as a dog. Like Montague looks like shit if she can't get the takedowns. Bedoya, I can't make a comment at Pickham. I'm leaning Musasa, man. I have to. I remember Thicknesse getting hurt on the regionals before his debut, so I have to reassess. Petroski, I'm leaning Petroski in the over. Elliott, no leans. Thainara, it's dog favorite pass, I guess. I'm leaning Bellato. I'm leaning Sutherland because always fade the Tafas. I'm leading Campbell and the under. I'm leading Magni and the over. That over $1.70. That's a bit crazy. I might have to lock that in. I'm leaning Ellison and the under. Tavares. I mean, it's tough to lock in a bloody Dana White Contender Series boxing bum. And no strong words on the main event. What about you? Do you have any bets locked in?
Yeah, I have a couple. The bets that I currently have locked in are Pericic minus or whatever 1.68. Bedoya minus 110. What else? I think that might be it for now. But other than the ones I'm tempted on, we got a week for me to dive deeper. But those are the two that I got locked in.
Well, you had a week, and that's all you got for me. Why do you favor Cam Rowston? Do you just love fading?
Oh, no. It's not that I favor him. I said I can't. Petroski is a problem for me. He's volatile. I bet Edmund pretty good against him. I thought that was an easier one, but I bet Vieira decision against Petroski, and that sucked. I don't get this guy. Like, and Rowston, I faded him on contenders, and now I don't know what to think about him. So I just rather stay away. I gather some info on this fight, just because I don't really know how to cap Rowston right now. I don't want to risk anything based on the information I currently have available. Because maybe Rowston has improved. I don't think so. That was kind of a weird sort of thing. Like you're going to get chinned by Rowston is nuts. But Petroski got chinned by a hip. So you don't need to bet every fight. Let me just hands off, take it easy, and see what pops up.
Yeah, the only issue is this is like the one fight that's sticking out. So it might be the one fight that I bet. You know what I mean? It's Cam Rowston, dude. This guy's fucking awful. Anyway.
I thought he sucked. I faded him hard. I don't want to lose more money.
Yeah, you faded him with like the chinniest guy, the chinniest black dude on the regionals. But
sure, but this guy has no hands. I guarantee I can let Cam Rowston tee off on me for 3 rounds. I'm not getting knocked out. He might beat me. I'm not getting knocked out.
What position would you let him tee off on you for 20 minutes?
Standing.
But you can't even
What
say
position would you tee off on Thainara?
that. Might be turtle. Turtle with no hooks.
You're the
Turtle with no
turtle.
hooks.
You're
Wait,
the turtle.
no, actually, I wouldn't advocate for violence. I don't advocate for violence by myself. Most well-rounded guy at City Kickboxing, Dan Hooker. There you go. You have a good point.
That's
I
true.
don't know if I want to fade the most well-rounded guy at City Kickboxing.
It's crazy because I laughed during that promo, and then he came out and owned him. All right, cool. Maybe he is. You know
Bro,
what?
Dan knew something that we didn't. Right?
Maybe he is the most well-rounded guy.
No, he's not. Well, if he is,
He
it's
might
because
be.
it's because it's City Kickboxing, and everyone else is a striker with massive.
Yeah, well, that's it. He might be the most
clearing hold.
well-rounded guy.
Translates to the only guy with the jiu-jitsu.
The only guy that can grapple and sort of strike.
But doesn't have any takedown defense. He can just scramble. That's it.
Sure.
All right. Thanks for jumping in, man. It was a bit longer, but I thought, why not? I'll bring in a guest. It's been a while. Thanks for aggressively forcing that in the Discord. Anything to add?
No, not much. I wish you guys all wealth, happiness, beards.
Okay. Are you? It's generally not a hard thing to grow a beard, but thanks anyway. Do you still have a partner?
Yeah, it's going to be 6 months this weekend.
Holy shit! The world is boiling over. What is going on in this world? Assassinations, relationships for Chad. 6 months. Beard, facial hair, like the testosterone levels are like growing, increasing.
Yo, wait till I hop on the minoxidil, man. I swear, if I hop on that shit, I got a beard like Luca Fury within the next 6 months. I'm tempted. I'm debating it, but everyone's gonna know it's chemically enhanced. That's the problem.
All right, good stuff. We're getting out of here. Peace out. Like and subscribe.
Good night,
Thanks,
fellas.
Chad.